Hello, welcome to How to Draw Celtic Knots. This is the third segment of drawing an equilateral Celtic cross from the Book of Kells, from Folio 5R. Now, we are just about to start shading this one in. What I'd like to do is to take your 0.3mm marker, and that first circle that you made, mark that line with your pen. If it helps, feel free to rotate the page as you draw on it. In the interest of filming, I need to do this without rotating the paper, just so it's easier to instruct you. You can definitely, it's a lot easier to draw a curve by actually rotating the page. Just like when you're making pottery, it's easier to rotate the piece itself to make a curve. Next, let's draw the outside circle as well. If you feel your hand cramping, one of the secrets to inking pencil is actually to lift your hand off. If you know you're going to start making a mistake, just lift your hand up. There we go. Okay. Now, the good thing about good pens is that the ink will dry very quickly. Give it a little bit of air and lightly erase the pencil from the inside. Don't erase the outside yet because you just inked it. Just take out the spine of your illustration here. Now you can do the cross-hatching, or you can use like a different ink color. I'm going to do cross-hatching by filling up the lines with one direction, and then doing the opposite direction once I'm satisfied with the thickness of my positive spaced lines. So I'll just keep doing that. Doesn't have to go all the way to the other side. Because you're going to be cross-hatching it, or using your thick marker. What we're doing here too is just using the fine marker at the lines. Because if we start using our thick marker right away, you don't want to make a mistake. But practice makes perfect, of course. So I'm going to keep cross-hatching the one direction here. Another thing about art is you must be obsessed with it in order to finish it. There, we've got one direction there. Give it some more air. Now, see these little spots where the line kind of goes over? What you're going to do is just draw the line a little thicker to hide that, so it looks smooth, just like that. Make that a little smoother, because you can blend in the negative color. And this is another time that you make this a uniform thickness too. Just another thing, there's one right there. So what I'm going to do is create increase the thickness of this curve somewhat. Yeah, that's a big one there. Let's just do that. This one here, I'm just gonna a little thicker. There. Any more? Yeah, that one's kind of bugging me. So once you fixed all those lines, start filling in the space of the small corners, or the small areas of black is what I meant. As well, we're going to just increase the over black thickness because we've made it really thick here. So we want to make that uniform as well. This one looks a little straighter. That one too. Any more thicker area here. Get rid of that line. This one looks a little wonky. Alright. Now we're going to go around the edge of the circle and just crosshatch in the opposite direction. Being careful not to go over the lines of the ribbon. Don't get carried away. And it's times like this too that you want to use your marker as you would a paintbrush. Pens and markers like this are really awesome inventions. Really, they've only been around for about less than 100 years actually. But it's just a really fine paintbrush that never stops. Well, until you have to refill it. But the frequency of refilling an ink pen as compared to like a paintbrush is just incomparable. Okay, so now we're kind of closing in on your center area. I'm checking to make sure I've gotten all of my smaller areas before I start using my thicker black piece, or black marker. Alright, let's do that. Fill in the space. And then we're almost done. There you go. If you have any questions, please email me at jason@bellchamber.net. And stay tuned for our next instruction.